Hi everybody, thank you for joining me. We have a really positive full moon happening in Gemini on the 14th of December. It occurs at 5:29 in the morning, and that's based on London time. And not only is this a full moon in Gemini, but it's also a supermoon, and it's the last full moon of the year. So there's a real kind of celebratory feel to this full moon. Now, a supermoon, first of all, is when the moon is closer to the Earth. It appears bigger, and because it's closer to us, it has a stronger impact. And the final full moon of the year is significant just because it's a bigger ending. It's really the last celebration of the year. It's the last time the moon really showers us with its super positive energy in this case because it's in Gemini, and it's an opportunity to really say goodbye to 2016, which has been a good year for a lot of people, but we've also seen a lot of people pass on this year. It's really been a very kind of life and death situation in 2016. And now the year's done, it's time to kind of send it on its way and to look to the future, which is what Gemini is all about. Gemini is curious, it's optimistic, it's chatty, it likes to exchange ideas and find things out and research and chat and talk and write. And if you look at the glyph of Gemini as well, it's a Roman numeral 2. So it looks like a doorway. And that's what Gemini is also about. It's about finding new opportunities, looking at what's ahead, how to progress, how to move forward, and also if there are any doorways, whether people are giving you opportunities or whether you need to make them for yourself. So the full moon in itself is when the moon is of course completely illuminated, and it reflects the sun's energy and it showers us with its energy. And that's why it's so celebratory, because we really are enveloped in this energy. In this case, it will prompt us to really look ahead and to start thinking about what we're going to do in 2017, and will also fill us with a sense of optimism and enthusiasm about what's to come, regardless of what's happened. You know, we can always draw a line under things and move ahead. There's always another day. Now, the sun illuminating this moon is in Sagittarius at 22 degrees. Sagittarius itself is very much about exploring and learning and being teachable and teaching and broadening your horizons. That then shines this, which is a positive energy in itself, it shines this energy onto the moon in Gemini, and it converts it into this very personal energy of how can I use information and my intellect and my ideas to find a way forward and to have fun while doing it. So the moon is conjunct to the midheaven, so it's 2 degrees away from the midheaven. The midheaven is an angle in astrology which represents the noon position in the chart, and it's associated with work and career. So because the moon is so close to this angle, it's activated and it becomes more of itself. So not only is it a supermoon and the last moon of the year, full moon of the year, but it's also conjunct here. So it's really going to pack a punch, and I really get the sense that it's going to be full of optimism and it's going to be positive, and that punch is going to be go and have some fun, go enjoy yourself, look ahead and see what you can do in your life and how you can improve your life. Now, because it is close to the midheaven as well though, it has to do with career. And it has to do with looking at the opportunities that can come up for you in your working life. Are you satisfied with the job you've had for the last 15 years and where you've never got a promotion? Or are you just starting out as an artist and you're trying to create a space and a gallery somewhere? Ask those questions, because that's what it demands. This full moon really wants you to look at what the next step is to progress. And it's not about competing with other people, it's just doing the right thing for yourself. So rather than gloomily saying, oh, you know, I have to assess and ask these questions, it's saying, you know what, the world is a big place, there's enough space for all of us, you do have opportunities, what would you like to do and how can you do them? It's really matter of fact and positive. It's like, there's a door, do you want to walk through that one or that one? It's really, really good. So if you're someone who struggles with that, you know, I don't have the confidence to move ahead. What if I fail? My parents don't want me to do that. My children are going to be embarrassed of me. All of those kind of things are going to be mitigated by this full moon in Gemini, which says these are your opportunities. How can you realize them? Not only that, it's at 22 degrees. 22 is the master number of the builder. So what that says is this isn't just going to be some fickle opportunity, nothing that will forget about in a couple of months. This is going to be something that's significant. So this could be the start of a new career in 2017 that will then serve you for a long time in your life. It could be the start of a new kind of way of expressing yourself, a new circle of colleagues, a new network that can help you to get to where you want to go. So don't treat this as like, ugh, you know, a full moon happens every month, whatever. It's significant. The influence of this full moon at 22 degrees, you're going to feel that for the next year. Now, the moon itself creates obviously this opposition with the sun because they're 180 degrees apart. But next to the sun is Saturn. And Saturn is in Sagittarius, and it really makes the sun very rigid and very much kind of blinkered in terms of this is the path and this is where you're going to go. And the moon here is the opposite of that. It's like there is no path. We have lots of different options. We're not walking right now, we're standing still and we're looking at where we're actually going to go. So this isn't about rigidity at all. It's about anything is possible. The sky's the limit, and it's really down to you and up to you which doorway you want to walk through. So it doesn't get much more innocent and childlike and opportunistic and positive than this. It's really wonderful. And whether you're 15 or 85, you will feel this sense of, oh my God, I can do something else. This is exciting. It also connects with a lot of other energies in this chart. So this full moon is somewhat complicated in the sense that it has other influences tweaking it. Now, it's in Gemini. Gemini is ruled by the planet Mercury, which is the communication planet. And in Gemini, it's like outward. It's like, let's communicate outward. This full moon, though, it squares Virgo, the rising sign. And Virgo is about information inward. It is also ruled by Mercury, the communication planet, but Mercury likes to take information in, break it down, assess it, and make sense of it. So that intellect and that critical eye of Virgo is influencing this moon, and is not just giving you impractical opportunities. Oh, you know, go run off to Hollywood and be the next Angelina Jolie. Yes, maybe it could happen, but it's unlikely, okay? That would be a flippant kind of opportunity. Virgo is going to help you assess the doorways that are open to you, and it's going to ensure that you make good decisions, practical decisions, serious decisions. Okay, that's what Virgo is. It's the head teacher, likes to make serious. Now, the full moon also on the other side squares Chiron in Pisces, and Chiron is the wounded healer. It's the part of the chart that is difficult, but it can be transformed to become really powerful and wonderful. And it's in Pisces here at 20 degrees, and there may be a lack of vision. There may be a lack of picking yourself up and dusting yourself off and saying, you know, I tried in the past and I failed, but I'm going to try again. And because it squares this, it gives you that sense of, resilience and stamina and of pick me up again. You're really going to see the bigger picture and have hope that you can achieve these opportunities, and that if you do try again, it is possible and very likely that something will work out. You know, no one ever goes for something, and well, some people do. I was watching an interview with Truman Capote the other day, and he had never got a rejection letter for any of his work ever. That is unusual. So some people are charmed and blessed in that way, but for the most of us, normal people, we get rejections and things don't work out all the time. And it hurts and it's painful. It's like, why am I not good enough? Why doesn't anyone care about what I'm doing? That's fine. So, you know, be like the rest of us, try something else, pick yourself up, go for it again. This is really a fabulous opportunity to make something work and to be successful. There's also a trine with Mars in Aquarius, which I've been so happy about lately. It's felt so practical and energizing, and like I can do anything in life, and it's been light and it's been fun and it's been flip and it's been super, super amazing. So this Mars in Aquarius is around here on the 14th of December. It's not going to be around much longer, it moves on. But it's influencing this full moon, and not only are you going to see doorways of opportunity appear, but you're actually going to have the courage and the strength and the motivation and the drive to walk through them in a positive way. So I want to just mention that again. There's a lot of fun associated with this full moon. It feels light, it feels peppy, it feels good. There's also a trine. A trine is when two planets are 120 degrees away from each other, and it's a nice, gentle, harmonious flow between the two. Okay, and Jupiter is in Libra, and that flows into this full moon in Gemini. Jupiter is good luck and good fortune. In Libra, it's all about other people and good luck coming your way via other people. So don't forget that a doorway, an opportunity may come into your life via another person who has an opening, who has an opportunity, who has something to pitch or suggest. So don't just look for literal doorways to walk through. Look for opportunities that come via other people, and other people are going to be important in this process. Then we have a quincunx to Black Moon Lilith in Scorpio. And that is going to say to you, remember, you failed in the past. You don't want to feel that pain again. You don't want to feel that hurt again. Put the walls up, close yourself down. Be aware of that. That so far is the only negative that is going to try and limit you in some way. Make yourself vulnerable. Take a risk. It's a good time to take a risk. The likelihood of it succeeding is great. And then finally we have a sextile to Uranus in Aries, which again is wonderful. Uranus is the rebel. It's doing things in your own unique way. In Aries, it's like, get out of my way, don't stop me, I'm going. So with that kind of drive, together with Mars in Aquarius, you are driven to make something happen. So that kind of overpowers the insecurity of Black Moon Lilith and Scorpio. And even if you are afraid, even if you have failed and you're like, oh my God, I can't do it again, it's too much, you're going to feel driven to go through anyway. So despite your fears, despite your worries, it's very likely that you're going to push on, power through, and achieve something great. We all have to take a risk. We live in a universe that rewards risks. That's been my experience. Finally, we've got a Sesky square with Venus in Aquarius, and this is kind of friction again. And Venus in Aquarius is very much about ideas and inspiration and what potentially could happen and how can that help other people. So the vision is also included in this. The vision of what could happen in future. And again, I think that outweighs the negative experiences of the past, and it really focuses on what could be. And we all have to make that choice. Am I going to live in the things that didn't work out, or am I going to embrace the uncertainty of my future and how absolutely fabulous it could be? Anything could happen. Life beyond my wildest dreams. And that feels so much better. Just talking about it just lifts you. It's amazing. I think those are the relationships it forms. Let me just double check. That's it. So this is the full moon, supermoon in Gemini. It looks amazing. I'm going to certainly be doing a little bit of research, talking to people, seeing what's next, what's out there, what I could be doing next, brainstorm a little, get things going. It's really exciting. If you care about what you're doing, this is great because it's like, bring me more. I want to grow. I want to expand. I want to have more fun in this. So I hope you have a wonderful time. I hope you're inspired. I hope the muses are whispering in your ear and you really get pumped and psyched up for 2017. It looks, starts are important, and this start looks so positive. It's kind of giving me a sense of what 2017 is going to be like, which is positive and full of opportunities and full of fun and laughter and good times. So that's the full moon. If you would like to find out how this full moon affects you specifically in your chart via your transits, then please get in touch with me via my website. It's gregoryscott.com. Click on the readings tab and you can order your reading with me there. Also, if you have any other questions, what's coming up in your love life, how a finance is going to look, what can you do in your career, what's your life purpose when it comes to career, what's your soul purpose. If you have any of those questions, please also get in touch with me for a personal reading on the website. Please remember to subscribe to this YouTube channel. It's the easiest way of supporting me. I will speak to you for the daily tarot readings, the weekly horoscopes, the monthly horoscopes for each sun sign of the zodiac, and I'll speak to you soon.